Alright guys, today we're going to have a video. I want to talk a little bit about a couple things. So a couple of updates and yeah, so the other day I showed you guys my old toy. You know, I got it a long time ago, and I figured I would use this as a prop for videos. Anyway, so back in the 1960s was this TV show, Combat. And anyway, that's where this came from. So they used to market toys to go along with the TV series at the time. And I got this submachine gun, this toy submachine gun toy, okay? I and my brother got toy submachine guns, running around, you know, fighting having fake battles with fake armies and all, right? Anyway, so it still works, so I thought, I'll just pull this out and it'll be YouTube friendly, right? So that when we go outside and we start doing some camouflage videos, things like that, I'll have this as a prop. We won't be getting in any trouble. So as you can see, I painted it tiger stripe, right? So get a little more light on this subject here. And I try to keep it a realistic paint job as I can, and what that means is that I did not paint the sights. Okay, so the sights are still black as they should be. So that way, if you were really using, you know, the sights, right? Anyway. So the way you achieve this, you can, if you're very unsure about painting your real firearm, your real AR or AK or HK or Galil or anything like that, right? You could get you something like this and you could do a practice paint job on it first, right? That way you're not, you know, possibly messing up your $1,000+ firearm. So the way I did this is, the first thing I did is I gave it a base coat of flat black with high heat, 1200 degree Fahrenheit high heat, stove black paint. Okay, so that was the base coat, the whole thing, right? And then the way you achieve this kind of a tiger stripe look is you get yourself some masking tape. And painters have been using masking tape for donkey's years. I don't even know how long masking tape's been around. But basically all you do is you pull off some tape and you're just going to tear it in bits and pieces, and, you know, and then you're going to layer them around and make your stripes, okay? And you don't have to press them on too tight, right? That way, you know, you don't have distinct lines. You'll get a little fade over with your paint. You know, if it gets kind of underneath the tape a little bit, you know, it'll fade right in like that. It'll be even better, okay? So another thing I did here, you can't catch it on camera, but this is slightly darker olive drab green on the top than on the bottom. Okay, so it kind of goes from a little darker drab to a lighter drab. Okay, you can see that lighter more down here. But anyway, yeah. So I think it came out well, and I think it will work well as a prop for the upcoming videos, and hopefully it'll give you some ideas to do with your own actual firearm, right? And just remember, masking tape. And I use the wide stuff, alright? Now when you actually do your real firearm, you want to degrease that thing completely. It has to be completely dry to the touch, no oils or anything. So during the time that you're going to be painting it, you're going to be taking everything off, all the oil first. You know, all your lube you usually use on it and everything, that all has to come off. You got to degrease the whole thing, wipe it all down with alcohol, put it all back together the way it should be. You got optics. One thing you can do with your optics, instead of taping off the outside of the lens area, okay, is you go ahead and you fill that lens area, packed it full of cotton balls, okay? Get me? That way it fills that whole area up, and then you can get a nice paint job over the whole optic without getting the optic itself, because it'd be stuffed full of cotton balls. Okay, then you could just pull them out when you're done later. Alright, same thing goes with the barrel. Right, shove some cotton balls down in there. That way you can get a good paint job over the end of the barrel. You don't have to tape off the barrel, just shove cotton balls in there. And then when you're done, you can take it back apart. You can put a cleaning rod down there and push that crap out, right? Your bore, you know, down through your bore. And magazines, put your magazines in when you paint it, or tape it off to where you're going to be painting, like, well, the magazine well here, right? If you don't want to paint the whole magazine, you want to just paint like 1/4 of an inch up into the well on the magazine. So you want to mark it and go 1/4 inch up from that mark, okay? See, that way you can make sure that you got camouflage magazine. Alright. Anything like iron sights, you want to go ahead and mask off your iron sights so that they're still black, or if you got tritium right there, okay, that's another thing you want to do. Alright, so the second thing here, a little update for you, is the suspenders. Okay, so I was making some suspenders. I broke my needle. I found another needle to finish the suspenders. Did not paint these suspenders tiger stripe yet, like I told you the other day. I was planning on painting the suspenders in a tiger stripe pattern. So these load-bearing suspenders, I ordered these Tri-Glide plastic, very compliant Tri-Glides, by the way. Ordered those in. So I got it all sewed up, right? I got it all sewed up, and it's ready to go, except for I need to put the tiger stripes on it. Anyway, let's have a look here. Right, so I got the belt kit all put together pretty much the way I want it. Got power bar pouches here. Okay. I got a space for my knife. Put the knife there. Extra power bar pouch over here. Okay. Then I got my general purpose pouch. This is actually a light machine gun pouch. This is going to hold a bag. There'll be a bag in here. I'm going to take that Velcro off of that one. But I'm going to have a bag in here, which will be a draw-up bag. And anything I want in there, I can just pull out the whole bag if I want, and just dig in there, get what I want, and then just shove the bag back in, right? And this YKK buckle, very compliant YKK buckle on that, on the other light machine gun pouch, and on all these general purpose pouches is the same YKK. Pretty nice. These buckles here are not. I have no clue as to what they are. But anyway, it'll work for the purpose. So I get these suspenders, these load bearing suspenders that I made, I get them painted up, a bit of black, give them a little bit of a tiger stripe look to them, and then should be good. Now I put a patrol pack on, I put like a medium Alice on for a patrol pack. Those pretty much cover up these suspenders, but still. Another thing you want to do if you make yourself some suspenders, you buy some new suspenders, you want to take them out and you want to like get them in the dirt. Okay, that takes that shine off of them. You get a little bit of a new sheen on any kind of equipment, any kind of material equipment like that. It's going to have a little bit of a new sheen to it, like a shine. Get it out there in the dirt, in the mud, get it all dirty and muddy, move it about in there, and then go and wash it off under a garden hose, and then that should take care of that sheen. So I think this belt kit came out pretty good. I'm very pleased with finding this Marine Corps war belt to make this set up with this nice buckle, because it goes very well with all of this, and it was in like new condition. So I was pleased to find that. I got it for about 20 bucks, I think. So you got to keep your eyes out for things, guys, for sales. You got to keep an eye out for materials. That way you can start making some of your own stuff, guys. I'm telling you. Some like this right here, I made this myself. It took me a few days because I had to gather everything together, do the measurements the way I wanted it, and then sew it up the way I wanted it and all that. But I got it all done. I did have to wait on these tri-glides because I had to mail order, you know. So, but I ordered me a few, and got it made up. Yeah. Get you a small sewing machine, an older one. You know, I got an old Italian one. It's about 70 years old, I guess. It works for small stuff. It won't work for the real heavy stuff, but it works for small things like making these suspenders and other stuff. And yeah. And of course, you know, YouTube's your friend. You can learn how to sew a little bit on YouTube. You know, I'm a practical sewer. You know, practical. I don't know how to do all kinds of stuff, but if I ever got a chance to take some real sewing lessons, I think it'd be a good idea for anybody to do that if you get the chance. Well, I think that's pretty much it. This update video. So I got the toy machine gun. So I got this as a boy, and so now it's just going to serve as a prop for YouTube videos. I think it'll work well, and I think that the tiger stripe camo paint job came out nicely, and I think everything is coming together really well. That way we have all this stuff ready for do upcoming videos, right? Have a good night, and I'll see you later.